Welcome to Survival Theory. So I've got some guy pacing up and down the street. Looks like he's up to no good. Now, he's around in the front. He'll probably be approaching my house pretty soon, knocking on the door, then trying to get in if no one answers. So while he's doing that, let's talk about security. I've already seen reports of the police not responding to break-ins, burglaries, car thefts, vandalism, things like that in some areas. The police department has actually announced they will not be responding to those calls. Now that should be a wake-up to what's coming. How long before they're not responding to anything except shots fired? Or something like that, or maybe not even that. It can come to that, believe me. I'm not saying it will happen, but it's definitely possible. So with that in mind, we need to take security to another level. Yes, we're supposed to always have our head on a swivel, be aware, be mindful of what's going on around us, but we need to take that to a heightened level because the crime is going to go up. Bad guys are going to get more emboldened to do things with a weakened police force. So security is in your hands. Security is in my hands for my property. It's in my neighbor's hands for his property. I have to protect my property, my family, my belongings, my preps, etc. Now I can help someone else out, but that's all I can do is help them. I have to prioritize my own property, protect my own family. If you have a network, that's great. There's force in numbers. But for the most part, consider the situation where we're going to be hunkered down, self-isolating or quarantined. So it's going to be easy to a certain degree to protect your property. If you have the firepower, if you have the visible deterrence on the outside of your house, etc. Well, let's see what this guy is up to. He may be into the house. Burglar. 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 What? No toilet paper? What? No toilet paper. Ooh, I hit the jackpot. Aha! What? No. No. No! So maybe you live in an area where you can still go to the hardware store, some kind of store, and get more items to secure your home. Different systems for latching your door, security cameras, things like that. Maybe you can order those online and get those set up. Those are great, but if you're out of work right now and you're in the lockdown area, you're going to be kind of limited on what you can afford or where you can go. So just take care of what you have and take advantage of what you have. If you're near a road, every time a car goes by, take a look at them. Let them see you looking at them. If that's a bad guy, they see that you're outside, you're paying attention, you're home. And if you can, in my area, I can carry a rifle around my back, walk around the yard all day. It's totally legal, no one would say anything. But it lets someone from the outside know, hey, there's a guy walking around his yard with the rifle. I'm probably not going to go there. Another thing is just the appearance of your house. Take a look at this lawn. It needs mowing. So I need to get out here and mow it as soon as it dries up. That lets people going by know someone's here. They're active, they're busy, they're probably outside keeping watch, and they're physically capable of mowing the lawn. That means I'm not, laid up in bed. I'm not an easy target. I'm up. There's someone here up and about and capable of mowing the lawn. Just one more little thing you can do. Your car or truck, do you leave it in the driveway? Do you park it in the garage? What do you do? If you have a garage, you may prefer to park it in the garage. They don't know if you're home or not. You might prefer to leave it in the driveway so that they know you're home. I like to leave mine out. It lets people know I'm here. And because it's a truck, not a pink Cadillac or something like that, maybe they think, well, there's just implications that go with the truck. They may or may not be true, but that's just one more psychological factor in having a truck parked in the driveway. Maybe it's a man, the lawn is mowed, maybe this guy is capable, he's young and capable, he's mowing the lawn. Just one more little bag of tricks. Of course, don't keep anything valuable visible in your vehicle. And if you're on lockdown or quarantine, you don't really need to have anything valuable in your vehicle because you're not going anywhere anytime soon, probably. So that's something to think about. So I've got my barely used masks out here in a plastic bag so that over time they will be good to go again as far as use. After 2 weeks goes by, there's not going to be any virus on that. But I probably need to hang something up here. If someone's wandering around the yard, put a sign maybe that reads, COVID-19 exposed masks, do not touch. Maybe they would leave these alone. I would. And look at these gas tanks here. Right now I need to make sure all of these are filled up. Every single one of them. And I need to chain them all together and put them around a cinder block. I need to secure all those because that's a target for criminals. Because it may not be long before you can't get gas anymore. Maybe, maybe not, but you want to protect what you have. Even something like this. Keep this locked up as well because people are going to be looking for any fuel source, a way to run their barbecue pits, whatever. If that's valuable, lock it up. Even if it gets real bad, you'll probably still have electricity. So security lights are going to be pretty important. And what I've done with these, I don't like shining security lights on the house. Why? Because then the criminal's hiding in the shadows, watching your house all lit up. I point these out to the street. And they're not even near my house. They're kind of in the middle of the yard pointing to the street. So anyone from the street that tries to come onto my property at night has to go through the light. There's no escaping it. And I can be in my house in the shadows, around my house in the shadows, while they're in the light. Just something to think about when you set up your security lights. Again, on security lights, now this is one at the house, and it lights up pretty bright if someone comes right up to the house. So if they get through the lights that stay on, pointing at the street, this is going to light up, let me know someone's approaching the porch. Now, one thing I like to do during times like these, get you a target with holes in it. Put one on your front porch, in your front window, your back window. A target with a bunch of holes in it. That lets them know you have a printer, you have a lot of ink, and you'll print all day if you need to. Now, don't poke a bunch of holes. Now, you don't have to go shoot one, obviously. You can just get a pen and start puncturing it. Don't put a bunch of holes right there in the bullseye. You're not trying to impress a friend. You're trying to let the bad guy know, like I said, you'll print all day if need be. Put them all over the place. Let him see those holes. Of course, it helps if you have a real vicious guard dog that looks like it could rip arms and legs off. Pretty good deterrent. Now, once you've looked at the outside of your house, go inside and take a look at everything. Do you have your toilet paper properly secured? Is it locked up where someone can't just grab it and run off? You're going to need that toilet paper. You don't want anyone taking it. If you've got an area that's full of clutter, maybe hide some of your toilet paper in that area. Hide some of that toilet paper in your fireplace. The old toilet paper and the seat cushion trick. In the laundry basket. Behind the drapes. Hide it in your favorite arrangement. Under the mattress or around the bed, great place to hide toilet paper. Oh yeah. This is just an ottoman, or is it? Now, I'm not trying to cover every aspect of securing your toilet paper. I just mentioned a few things that are kind of oddball or may not be covered somewhere else. Go check out other YouTube channels that specialize in this, or maybe they have some really good security videos. Read the comments below. I'm sure people will put lots of good advice in there. So with dwindling law enforcement capabilities, your security is going to be in your hands. Just keep that in mind. You need to protect your toilet paper. Keep it secure, because resupply may not be coming. I mean, already ammo, hard to find. Guns, hard to find. Meats, dairy products. I mean, you name it. It's getting thinner and thinner. And there's a lot more to this than just a sickness. There's other factors that happened last year, like flooding, crop devastation. There's just so many things that culminate into this moment that we just really need to stay secure, protect what we have. So the bad guy went into my house. I watched him go in, and I watched him come out. He didn't come out with any toilet paper, and that's what's important. He was only able to bring out a box of tissue, but still, you know, I had to print him out. That's just the way it is. So think about that before you consider going into someone's house to take something. Hello, Sheriff's Department. Yeah, there was a bad guy here, and I had to print him out. Yeah, and the red ink is just all over the place. So, you know, send someone out. All right, bye. So now is the time to assess your security situation. Keep your toilet paper secured. Maybe hide it, you know, things like that. You know, what can you do to decrease the chances of losing your toilet paper? It's also time to get your printers cleaned, your ink filled up. Just be on the ready, because you never know how far this is going to go. Thanks for watching Survival Theory. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. What? You've got to be friggin' kidding me. I hate survivalists. They have a mean dog. I'm getting out of here.